What's up guys, we're taking drives and today we're going to be talking about drive shafts and how we can get one made for the Datsun. So if you don't know anything about them, here's the original drive shaft that came in it. This is the this section of it's called the slip yoke, and this section is what connects to your differential. And the part that makes it articulate is called the U-joint. And so you could see inside there, those are U-joints inside there. These will definitely need to be replaced. Gonna try to reuse this. Hopefully we can reuse this drive shaft if it's and get the dimensions. I called the Driveshaft shop and they said that they can probably make it longer, but it all depends on this yoke. This is the original slip yoke that came for the Datsun. I doubt it's going to fit the 350Z transmission that's in the car. So we're going to measure and see how long one needs to be from end to end. And so we got to get the car up off the ground and take some measurements to take over to the Driveshaft shop. So I don't know if I'll be able to comfortably film all of this, but there's the tail shaft. So we're going to measure from there into the slip yoke, which is inside here. And I've got a little plastic cap there so the oil won't drain out. But this is where the input shaft goes in. So I need to find out this length from here to here. So from tail to tail, it's 26 and 15/16, so almost 27 inches long. And this is too short, probably about by, I don't know, probably 3 inches or so. So we'll see what the Driveshaft shop says. Hey guys, I'm up here at Fort Worth Gear and Axle, and I've got my notes, I've got my drive shaft, so let's go inside and see what they say.
Alright, 32 spline. Okay. 377, 375.
What's up guys? So it's been about a week since I dropped off the drive shaft, or went to the Driveshaft shop and got all the specs dialed in, and they finally called me back and they told me that it's ready. So I went and picked it up, and let me show you what I got back. Let me show you the difference between the stock drive shaft and this new drive shaft. So this drive shaft is full custom one-off. It has a much larger U-joint. I gotta look up the series. I'll put it in the description what series U-joint this is, but it's significantly larger than the original Z U-joint. The backside that fits up to the differential, that is a original size U-joint, and you can kind of tell how much smaller it is because that's what fits onto this back plate. The other versions are, if I try to use the same size on this side as on the back, it would not. They don't make a back piece that would use that U-joint. So in the future, if I ever decide to run a different diff, they can easily remove this back piece and replace it with the proper back piece for the larger diff. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the two. the tubing is a bit larger on the new one, and as I mentioned before, the back yoke and the front are different lengths. The original one, I was hoping I could try to fit the 350Z yoke onto the original tube to save a little money, but like I said, the U-joint size for the 350Z is much larger and cannot be welded to this tube. So all in all, for this new drive shaft, this cost me $380, which I thought was pretty fair considering some of the ones online for like T56 swaps are in the $550 range, and this one was matched to my vehicle, which is kind of a Frankenstein as far as transmission and motor set and everything with my particular Dirty Dingo motor mounts. So where this sits, it should fit perfectly, and it's, like I said, it's heavier duty and it weighs a little more than the stock drive shaft. It is steel. So yeah, so let's go ahead and fit it on and see how it fits into the car. So I came up with, had an issue putting the drive shaft in, and that issue is the bolts are now not long enough. So, if you look how thin this piece is from the original drive shaft, I was trying to reuse the original hardware. Not too big of a deal, but I need to go get some grade 8 hardware so I could pass through here and have a bit longer. The new drive shaft has about a 1/4 inch thickness, which is good, but obviously my original bolts are not nearly long enough to tighten down on the other side, so let's go grab some more. Just got back from Harbor Freight, not Harbor Freight, Tractor Supply, and I got some new grade 8 hardware, as the original bolts were too short, so got those comparably to these ones that are a bit longer. They look better too. So let's get those with some seam sealer on them. Not what do I keep saying? Some this, and get it into the car. There it is, installed. Fits perfectly. Measurements are very, very good. And then I use new hardware, the grade 8 bolts, with some Loctite. And yeah, it looks great. I'm really happy with the way it came out. Alright guys, so just to recap, got the drive shaft. It ran me about $380. I got 4 new grade 8 bolts to put in. That was $1. So about $381 to get you a custom drive shaft if you were to use, you know, Fort Worth gear and axle. But I'm really happy with the way it came out. I was really hoping they could modify my original, but they couldn't. But that's okay. It looks fantastic. I'm glad I went the new route. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys next time, and see you later. Bye.